And yes, Bryce Huff is officially traded. We're going to be going over the cap numbers, what it means for the edge rushing position, and now it's post June 1st, and we're going to see all the cap space that we saved.
A killer buried, but not dead.
Darren, we better turn around. Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
I knew it. The writing was on the wall. Didn't show up to voluntary workouts, didn't show up to OTAs, and finally got traded. It looks like it is breaking news from the other day that Bryce Huff has been traded to the 49ers for a mid-round pick. Now, as of making this video, I've been trying to look for it. I don't know what pick that they did get. Is it a pick for 26? Is it a pick for 27? No idea. If they get the pick in 26, this will be 13 picks for the 26 draft for the Philadelphia Eagles. Before this deal even went down, he put up a stupid photo of himself doing this. I don't know what this was all about. He thinks he's so cool. Give us our Super Bowl ring back. You don't even need it at this point. You were literally no help to this team in 2024. The information on the trade and what's going on. So it looks like the Eagles and the 49ers are kind of going to split his $17 million fully guaranteed for the 25 season, where the Eagles are going to pay $9 million of that, and it looks like the 49ers are going to be taking on $7.95 million of it as well, where the Eagles are going to be saving a whopping $15 million in cap space this year, okay? Even though they save $15 million for 2025, the Eagles are going to have to take on a nice big dead cap chunk in 26, $16.6 million are going to have to take on. This is what a bad contract looks like, and the Eagles never really have too many of those as of right now the last few years. But when you give out a bad contract like this, if a player that you signed to big money hasn't lived up to that contract, a lot of teams will try to wait for the designation of June 1st just because June 1st allows teams to take the dead cap they know they're going to get hit with, which is a big chunk, which it won't hit in 1 year, and they could split it into 2 or 3 years, depending on the length of the contract, where Bryce Huff did sign a 3-year, I think it was like $53 million contract. So they could split up that dead cap within a couple years and pay a big chunk of it next year. So the good thing is the 49ers took on half of that amount this year, and the Eagles just had to do something. They had to pay off some of that, and that's pretty much what happened. At this point, guys, putting Bryce Huff into training camp, or him stepping foot onto training camp, was not going to work out for the Eagles, because realistically, he's got to battle Nolan Smith, Jalix Hunt, Joshua Uche, Azeez Ojulari, Antoine Ryland Jr. There's so many other guys he would have to battle it out. I don't know if he would really survive. Now, Brandon Graham has some things to say about why Bryce Huff didn't work out with the Philadelphia Eagles, and he came from a 4-3 system down to a 3-4, and it looks like maybe his skill set just wasn't right for the Philadelphia Eagles. He was in a deep, heavy rotation with the Jets in 2023, really a third down edge rusher, coming to the Eagles on $17 million a year on a big contract, and really going to get double to nearly triple his snaps. I don't think it was a system issue at all. I think he was just not meant for just having more snaps, and I don't just think he was that good. He only had 1 10-sack season. It's not like he was coming off a couple double-digit sack seasons, and the Eagles paid him this money, and he just had a really bad year. 1.5 sacks on the year is just really embarrassing, and it really showed you when we went into the Super Bowl and he was a healthy scratch for that game. They rather have brought Brandon Graham back at 37 years old than play Bryce Huff in that Super Bowl. Not only the Eagles freeing up $15 million was pretty much a cherry on top of this trade, but because of some of the other signings from some of the other Philadelphia Eagles, and more cap savings are coming for the 25 season, these are the numbers that are going to add to that as well. For Darius Slay, the Eagles will be saving $4.32 million in cap space after June 1st. For James Bradbury's release, the Eagles will be saving $2.1 million in cap space post June 1st. That's a combined savings of $6.4 million on top of it. So combining those two moves, you're up to $32 million. And if this move is added to it, you're up to $47 million. I think these numbers came out before the Bryce Huff trade. So if they have $47 million post June 1st, that's pretty good to make a nice quality signing if they really need to make a trade for somebody. Now, we've talked about Darnell Washington. We've talked about even Kyle Pitts. The Kyle Pitts news are flying all over the place right now. That multiple teams have called the Falcons to trade for Kyle Pitts. Looks like they want a second day pick for the tight end. And it seems like the Eagles might have a lot of interest in the tight end because of just the position itself. Everyone will become a free agent at that position. The Eagles are not going to be re-signing anybody from our tight end group and an extension going into 26, 27, and beyond. I'd say look out for rumors, look out for trades. The Eagles will have some extra money in their pocket, just a little bit. Obviously, some of this extra money will help to give some extensions out by next year and some other things. So it's going to be very interesting. We've been waiting for this trade to go down, and it finally happened. We don't have to worry about it anymore. And now we can really focus on getting to minicamp June 10th, training camp mid-July, and seeing what a specific trade the Eagles will have interest in, whether it's tight end, whether it's somewhere else, not really sure. Let me know in the comment section below how you guys feel about the trade. Are you all for it? Are you glad he's out? And now the real competition can begin. And make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Eagles news every single day. And make sure you hit the like button on this video because it helps out tremendously. And yeah, you guys let me know what your thoughts are. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bryce Huff is gone. Thank the Lord. And I'll see you guys on the next one.